SPW with the theme No Spare Occurrence Elimination. Let us all please welcome Zero Mission Possible.
Good afternoon. We're from SPW section. Before we begin, let me state our safety declaration. Always do your check before crossing the intersection. I'm Margarette Regodon, your circle leader. Jovart Mascariña, sub-leader. Here's our members, project leaders, and advisors. Our circle name is Zero.
ER,
Mission Possible.
But what is ER? ER stands for Emergency Repair.
Emergency repair is an action taken immediately to solve any defects or abnormality during machine trouble. Our sectional motto is
Support production at work.
And here's our customers that produces high quality product. For section's overview, here's the spare parts warehouse cycle system flow. We do the inventory of parts up to issuance of parts and chemicals. For circle introduction, these are the experienced members and young members with an average age of 35 years and working experience of 13 years from diverse group and different experience.
Our aim is to move forward together. Maggie being the youngest is our priority to improve. This is our level assessment before Kaizen. Maggie being the newest, we need help to improve.
And for the group, we have these problem points. And this is our target.
For circle identification chart, we fall under this level. Our goal is to enhance and improve our level in QCC to B zone.
What to do? For topic selection, we had 4 suggested topics. And we came up with non-spare occurrence elimination, which got 14 points. Thus our team is non-spare occurrence elimination. Reason for team selection based on KPI from April to September 2016. Our safety, productivity, and cost are in competitive trend. But in quality, we didn't met our target. Grasping the current situation. Here's the non-spare occurrence during emergency repair based on MKM data from April to September 2016. RC60 was the highest, which got 23 occurrences. Of the 23, M8, M9 experienced 10 occurrences. Here's the breakdown per machine. And this is our challenge. Here's the ideal situation how SPW supplied to production during emergency repair. With spare parts. Machine trouble occur, then production asks for assistance from MKM. Check and repair the machine. If need to replace spare parts, request spare parts to SPW. Then replace the damaged spare parts.
Main role of SPW to ensure availability of spare parts at all times.
Per problem situation during emergency repair, no spare parts. Machine trouble occur, then production asks for assistance from MKM. Check and repair the machine. If need to replace spare parts, request spare parts to SPW. No spare!
What will happen if there will be no spare occurrence during emergency repair? Maintenance and spare parts engineer look for alternatives and production will do other job and recoveries resulting to lost time, high OT man hour, stress and sick team member, long line stop, backlog recovery, low efficiency, too many reports, angry customers, company loss, and energy quality produced during trial.
For target settings, we have here 10 occurrences of no spare during emergency repair at M8, M9. Our ideal and target is 0, or eliminate no spare occurrence during emergency repair at M8-M9 by March 2017. And here's our plan of activities. For our cost analysis, we have no spare occurrence during emergency repair as main problem. And here are the possible causes. Long lead time of delivery. Cannot identify critical and non-critical parts. Weak inquiry. Obsolete parts and delay by supplier. And here's our prioritization. Based on analysis, here's the machine affected by no spare and the main causes and problem. A total of 10 occurrences has been recorded. Problem number 1. Long lead time of delivery. Most of the parts at SPW are imported. Thus, occurrence of no spare during ER happens due to long lead time by supplier, affecting the delivery of parts. The average lead time is 100 working days. As countermeasure, we implement localization of parts wherein SPW and purchasing look and outsource for local supplier. Thus, average lead time took only 14 days. For the result, we reduce the lead time from 100 to 14 days only. We also have cost savings of 1.6 million for the cost of imported to cost of local. To sum up, we reduce the no spare occurrence from 10 down to 7.
Evaluation is good.
Problem number 2. Cannot identify critical and non-critical parts.
No spare? Dami. Which one is critical?
But what is critical and non-critical parts?
Critical parts. Parts that are directly used for assembly line. Made-to-order parts. Only maker can provide and long lead time. For example, auto sizer, center, collet, draw rod. Non-critical parts. Parts that can be modified with alternative and readily available to market. Example, limit switch, fuse, and sensor.
We have labeled but no identification of critical and non-critical parts. One day, at the convenience store, this siopaw looks so delicious. Why with red and yellow marks on top? Aha! For identification purposes. This can be used to solve our problem. Ping! For countermeasure, identification of critical parts and provision of Meruka wherein those parts which was critical was linked to Meruka and prioritized for follow-up and reviewed by leader for immediate action. For the result, we identified 1,750 critical parts for M8-M9 and 100% completed with red markings on label. We reduced the no spare occurrence from 7 down to 5.
Evaluation is good.
Problem number 3. Delay delivery with inquiry.
We cannot supply the order. We have some clarification. Please answer inquiry sheet TAP.
But we do not have spare. Need immediate actions. Big problem. We have to distribute this to different sections and took 90 days to settle. As countermeasure, we assign PIC per price and specs confirmation. Purchasing directly answered the price matter while SPMG handles the specifications inquiry and took 15 days to answer all inquiries. For the result, speed of settling of inquiries from 90 down to 15 days only. 100% inquiries are settled, thus delivery was expedited. We reduced the no spare occurrence from 5 down to 3.
Evaluation is good.
Problem number 4. Delayed delivery due to obsolete parts.
These parts are already obsolete and not being produced anymore. Inform TAP.
Big problem, no spare already. As countermeasure, we implement in-house conversion wherein obsolete parts are being replaced by available parts in SPW and do some modification and adjustments to be able to use as replacement. For the result, there are 48 part number obsolete for M8-M9. We implemented 100% in-house conversion for all the obsolete parts, resulting to 1.2 million savings. We reduced the no spare occurrence from 3 down to 1.
Evaluation is good.
Problem number 5. Delayed delivery by supplier. We cannot supply the order. We don't have stock also.
No spare? Dami! Delay, ha?
As countermeasure, we fabricated a double slot daily Kanban delivery monitoring board wherein the second slot was allocated for daily Kanban and follow up immediately to purchasing and supplier on a daily basis. We also conducted weekly meeting with purchasing to discuss the delays and problems being encountered on supplier. We came up also to provide alternative parts and outsource alternative supplier as our risk management. Here's one example of alternative spare for no spare with delay. For the result, all the late deliveries are being padded out and settled immediately. We reduced the no spare occurrence from 1 down to 0.
Evaluation is good.
To check the result, we have 10 occurrence of no spare during ER at M8, M9 at the start. From our effective implementation of countermeasure, we achieved our 0 occurrence target until December. But in January,
What happened? No spare again?
we need to investigate. Problem investigation during issuance.
Same item based on actual.
Okay, issued during actual installation to machine.
Hard to install. The item dimension wasn't fit.
Why NG? Let's check the receiving process. Delivery receiving, delivery checking, documents encoding, Kanban attachment, part storage. We identify delivery checking as the main cost. Rating and cost analysis. Our main problem was no spare occurrence during ER.
Why?
Item with claim.
Why?
Wrong dimension.
Why?
No confirmation on delivered item. There were 2 causes. No QIS or quality inspection sheet and drawing upon delivery. No tools or instrument for checking. Problem number 6. No QIS and drawing upon delivery. Visual checking only. As countermeasure, required supplier to include quality inspection sheet or QIS and drawing upon delivery. No tools or instrument for checking of critical and other measurement. As countermeasure, upon delivery, all locally fabricated delivery was sent to QC for measurement. Let's check the result. After the implementation of our 6th countermeasure, we totally eliminate no spare occurrence during emergency repair at M8, M9.
Good job!
Yosh! To ensure continuous implementation of effective countermeasures, we have here the standardization. And for our achievements,
100% target achieved for no spare occurrence elimination during emergency repair at M8, M9.
cost savings amounting to 2.8 million.
Strengthen local supplier, direct supply, and their relationship to TAP.
Level up warehousing skills.
Enhance team member knowledge in Kaizen activities.
And promote good communication and teamwork to other section.
For QCC level assessment after Kaizen, X is 3.3 and Y is 3.1. For Maggie, she attained the target level and improved, and the group also improved.
For our QCC level after Kaizen, we improved from C to B zone. Our x-axis and y-axis also increases. Our struggle points, outsourcing and supplier selection criteria. TAP supplier of parts didn't met our supplier selection criteria and other supplier deliveries with claim. That's why we need to counter-check through QC to eliminate quality problem. Too many activities at the same time, and team members are being pulled out to do other job. Hand-attend, work overload, STW silver level preparation, and QCC activities. With the help and guidance of our leader, we were able to maximize our time and finish the QCC successfully. For our Yokaten, share to all warehouses all the improvements and countermeasures from our QCC to be able to anticipate and prevent the occurrence of same problem. And this is our future plan. No spare occurrence elimination for Yokaten to all line. STW silver level. Continue inventory stock reduction. With this activity, we can say that alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better became best. This activity would not be successful with the help of the following: purchasing, MKM, QC, and engineering. In behalf of SPW, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Zero mission possible. Judges, Please direct your question to our circle.
Thank you, Mali, of the group. Two questions. First, for the achievement of zero non-spare during occurrence, this is only for RC69. So, you did not, because your activities in, I think, in general, or broad point of view, not only for M8 and 9, like localization and other activities. Is there any effect on the other lines? Like localization, were you able to resolve other emergency cases with no spare on other lines?
Yes, sir. Currently, our activity is ongoing, and we have Yokoten activity to other line, and we experience we solve other problem just like what we did in M8M and that.
So maybe for improvement, even though not related to the activities, but the effect was achieved, we can show at the end for the, like emphasizing the effect more, the countermeasures.
Yes, sir. Noted.
Thank you for SPW for the good report or presentation. So my question is regarding drastic current situation. So please, sige, yung for number 18 pa yan. Yeah. Showing all the M89 no spare occurrence during emergency repair breakdown. As you can see, you have so many indicated machine problem. As I look at it, PGC 124, 130, 101, 142, and 136, these are all new machines, right? And then the other below lower number is old machine. However, during your activity, so you recognize already that even though new machine happens to have no spare, so how did you come up with a solution in that case? Because it's unusual, this is a new machine and yet no spare at all. So how come you manage the activity?
So yung naging solution namin dun sa mga problem is yung mga parts nga nanggagaling sa ibang bansa, imported. So we do localization. Yan yung naging malaking factor.
Ang gusto ko lang malaman kasi is yung occurrence niya na even bago yung machine niya, ibig sabihin wala siyang spare agad. Kasi yung luma, parang I think this is a part of modification or conversion from GTM or RTM to RC60. So basically pwede siyang mawalan talaga ng spare. However, for the new machine, it is unusual.
So ma'am, not all parts are being purchased kasi pag binili namin, parang bumili na rin kami ng isa pang panibagong machine. So we do order timing. First is yung exclusive parts. Yun yung priority namin for purchase. Then next is yung mga electrical. So na-base din kami dun sa prioritization. Kaya pag may mag-occur na problema, hindi talaga namin ma-predict kung yun yung specific item na masisira. That's why nag-come up kami with the countermeasure na sinanang natin.
I think you look at it also the unique parts. Okay. So that is my one question. I have follow-up question regarding problem number 3. As you mentioned, problem number 3 with regards to the delivery, and your countermeasure is you assign PIC. So what did you do regarding the assigning of PIC? Is it multi-skilling or new PIC?
It's a new PIC. Since na-establish yung group namin, kami na yung in charge dun sa inquiry ng mga specification, kung may conversion man na gagawin, kami na yung naka-assign. While purchasing yung naka-assign dun sa price matter.
So is parang new member na talaga.
Opo. Establish na ng workload.
In relation for the activity of enhancement of the occurrence of the spare.
May I add, it is a maximization of workload for the team member that we implemented to be able to solve the problem.
Okay. Problem number 4. Actually, I'm not sure if this question or comments or suggestion. Regarding the countermeasure number 4, you said delay delivery due to obsolete parts, and your countermeasure is in-house conversion and modification. Because in this slide, I cannot see the lead time of the in-house conversion and modification with regards to delay delivery. Because I think in-house means local supplier and fabrication or fabrication, right? So, with regards to comparison between the delivery, what is also the lead time of fabrication that also can help to determine that na-solve yung problem regarding sa in-house conversion. So I think as suggestion, pwede siguro ilagay dyan yung lead time ng fabrication just in case. Para yung comparable between the local delivery between local and fabrication.
Okay, ma'am. Noted. Thank you.
And that's all.
Thank you, Ms. Connie. Sir Robin.
Mawala na to.
Yes, Sir Robin.
Mabilisan na lang to. Iba ang comment or sana, pero pwede yung isagot lang. Yung mga slides na pinakita nyo sa mga very mas familiar kasi galing rin ako ng SPW, no? So, yung mga problem na sinasabi niyo dyan ay ang mga stock lang ay magkakaunti, bakit umabot sa zero stock. Diba meron tayong dinisal na minimum stock para magpapagawin. Yung minimum stock is computed based on sa lead time ng supplier. So, yung mga problema ang tinatawag nyo is dun sa mga mababang stock.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then, about dun sa fabricated parts ng local supplier, ito napakatagal na rin problema natin ito na kung saan karamihan na ginagawa ng local supplier ay defective na. So, sometimes dahil sa laki ng pangailangan ng maintenance kahit hindi na-check ng QC, kinakabit. Pag